Hi, Human Hamza again, and this is another video, part of the Waves 2U video tutorial series. In this video, I'll be showing you the various ways to manage and work with style sheets within Waves 2. First, we have a central repository where all style sheets are contained. When the user first logs in, we can click on the Style Sheets button within the dashboard scroller to access this management area. Here you can see we have a Manage Style Sheets grid, which lists all the style sheets within the system. Right here we're viewing 10 of the style sheets. We can always paginate to the next set by doing so. And we could select any style and edit it using this edit tool. When we edit a style, it opens up inline and the style sheets items appear right here within this editor. We can go in, change any style, and once we're ready we can click on the save icon to save the changes to that particular style sheet. To add a new style sheet, we can click on this add button and a new inline item will open up where we can supply a style sheet name. And we have two options here. We can either upload a style sheet file, which is typically a CSS file, or we can begin to type in the style directly here within the editor itself. A couple things to note here. Each style's usage is labeled here within this grid, so if we're wondering what styles are used on what pages or templates, we can see that list here. We can search for any style. As with all grids, there's a built-in search, so if there's a particular style, we can just simply search and those keywords will appear here. And we could delete any style sheet. As long as the style sheet's not being used, we can delete it from the system. So we can select it, click on delete, and it'll just ask us to confirm. Besides the central repository, which lists all the styles, we also have the option to manage the styles from the initial dashboard when we first log in. That's done by using this Manage Pages grid, which we can easily toggle to style sheets as so. Here it's a very similar grid, but of course this is very easy to use. It's on our home page when we first log into the CMS. Here we're able to view all the style sheets. Again, we could search for them. We can add a new style sheet by clicking this button here. Here we're also seeing the last action performed on each style sheet, when it was edited or published and what that date was. And finally, we can either edit the style sheet or publish it once we make changes to it. Once we have a style sheet within the system, we're usually going to be using it either on a web page or on a template. For example, here I'm going to navigate to one of our pages within the website. Once I click on the page in our CMS tree, the page is going to load here in the center interface. Anytime we're editing a page here, any style sheet that's used for this particular page is listed here on the top. For example, here you can see that we have two style sheets, the Waves 2 default style and a Waves 2 style 1.css. Right from here, I can edit either of these style sheets by clicking either of these pencil icons. The editor is going to load right here on the top. I'll be able to see all the styles within this particular style sheet. And as soon as I make a change, I'll be able to see those changes reflected right here within the editor. Now once we have all of our style sheets within the system, the last step is to begin using those style sheets. Here we have a page on the bottom of our CMS tree. When I click on that page, again, it's going to load here, and this page is fresh, it's new, it doesn't have any content yet, only a template assigned to it. If I go to edit this particular page, the editor is going to load, and you can see that all we have in here is one little tagline within this text. I'm going to change this. Now here I have three pieces of text. To style these, it's pretty easy. All I need to do is select a particular piece of text, and there's two different drop downs I can use. This first one up here allows me to style this piece of text with some of the basic headers. So for example, here I can select header 1, and you can see that since our header 1 is already dictated in the style sheet, this piece of text takes on that style. We also have all of our other specific classes within the drop down here on the right. This is loading all of the different styles within all the style sheets that are assigned to this particular page. So you can see as I select a particular style, that text takes on that style. And here's another example. I can grab any of these and you can see that the style is selected. And just so we kind of see how this is working technically, if we go to the HTML mode, you can see that all the editor is doing is placing the style tags around. So for example, the first one simply placed a couple H1 tags around my text. In the case of the other two, it specified which classes of the style sheet should be applied for that particular text. This wraps up this video on how to use style sheets within Waves 2.